it, and we'll just go ahead and now it's, no, it says still prepping. Oh, well. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is the 14th of September, the day before our third auto ship of the month. So hopefully you're recording your numbers. I'm going to just turn this call right over to somebody. I love that I'm just seeing the rise in leadership on this page right now on Team Inspire Change. And it's just so beautiful. And so it just makes my heart happy and makes me feel like I'm going to cry, because we know that in this business and network marketing, it's more about leaders than it is distributors, right? We want to help people become leaders so that they can create their own life that they want. And it's so beautiful. And so with that, who has done that? Well, many of you on this page have. And whether you're brand new in LifeVantage or you are, you've been here a while, you're in the right place, period. And at the right time. So someone who's risen into incredible leadership over these last several years is Dani Stevenson. And if you're interested, by the way, guys, in leading a team call, please reach out to me, because that's what I'm trying to do as well. So so that you can get to know different people and their stories. And Dani Stevenson is a Premier Pro 6 in Canada, in Sherwood Park, and that is in Alberta. And she is one of the early people of LifeVantage to get involved in when Canada opened. And she's under Dr. Sveta Silverman's team. Patty Hammond brought her in, and we just love Patty as well. So I'm just gonna let Dani take over, share her story, and give you some business tips and help you with currently what we're all striving for right now, for the next 90 days being the biggest months in network marketing. So the work we do today, you're going to see that, after the first of the year. So if you're slowing down during the holidays, you're going to have a slow new year for 2021. And we want to put 2020 behind us, right? And we want to rock a new year with all kinds of fun stuff. So Dani, take it away. Thank you, hun, for so much for being on the call today.
Thank you, Marisa. Thank you for asking me to be part of this call. I'm really touched and honored, and I'm excited to see you all. Oh my gosh, I look at all your faces on here, and I miss you all so much. I miss our LifeVantage event so much, and hugging you all. Hey, Kathy and Mark and everybody. Oh my God, my heart just just lately, really, especially. I miss you all so much, but one day we will be together again, and we got convention coming up, and we'll just all kind of join online and talk on some Zooms or something, but, and that's really exciting. So a reminder to get registered for convention. But a lot of you, I think, know me, and some of you may not. And my story has changed. My story has changed a lot. And oh my gosh, I thought I'd be totally fine, but I'm feeling emotion. LifeVantage has been the most amazing blessing in my life. I started with the company over 6 years ago. I think it's coming on to 7 years ago. I'm actually one of those people that saw the ABC News live when it aired. And I distinctly remember where I was sitting, but being in Canada, I wanted it for my mom, for her rheumatoid arthritis. That's why I tuned in to the news report, with the advertisements coming up, breakthrough in health. And that's why I watched it. But being in Canada, we couldn't get it here. So I totally forgot about it. So when Patty brought this to me, I knew with every cell in my body, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. And I knew I had to be a part of this. And that started this incredible journey for me. And I am so happy. Yes, I had my family's on it, my animals are on it. And it's been incredible. Unfortunately, I did lose my mom 2 years ago to autoimmune disease. A variety of them went internal. I just needed these products for her 40 years sooner. And I wish I had them. But I feel her strength, and she was so excited for me and so supportive. So I know that's still there, and I still struggle on, or not struggle on, march on, right? But this past year, I've, as many of you know, I've gone through a separation and a divorce. I actually don't live in Sherwood Park anymore. I live in Edmonton. I've moved off my acreage, and it's been a huge life changer. And I've learned so much through it. And I want to share that with you today. Being part of LifeVantage, one of the first things we've all learned is the personal growth, right? We're all surprised by how much we learn just being a part of this group. Well, that skill allowed me, when my life kind of blew up and I was dealing with separation and divorce and moving off my acreage and feeling claustrophobic living in the city, and the discovery of infidelity, and the spiral just kind of went crazy. And so I dove into personal growth. And that is so important for any aspect of your life you're going through. And I think I've also gone through this also so that I can help others. I have learned so much, and to be such a support system to help other people in their struggles of life. And something I've really learned that is very important is to have structure. And this just comes back to everyday life. And I lost my structure. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that feeling of just spinning, where you're like feeling like you're busy, you're feeling like you should be doing things, you've got 10,000 things you could be doing, yet you don't feel like you're accomplishing anything. Has anybody ever felt that? Just raise your hand. If it's crazy, isn't it? And I really struggled with that. And what I learned is simple things, and honestly, I've worked with books, and I'm listening to Mel Robbins, and I've worked with a psychologist, and I seeked the help I need to help me move forward again, because that's so important to me. I know I'm a survivor. I know I have incredible potential, and I just needed help getting my feet back under me again. And one of the best ways to do that was with structure. And that starts with anything like in your business. If you feel you're spinning in your business, whether it's your business or your personal life or relationships or whatever, put the structure back in. And it starts with how you wake up in the morning. So Mel Robbins, that I found just to be the greatest thing in the world, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5-second rule. Get up, have a purpose, decide the night before what you're either going to wear, you're going to get up, and where you have to be on time. So for me to set guidelines of time were really good, because then I was able to structure to get to that time. And learning that, writing again the night before what you're going to do. So I'm going to contact these 2 people tomorrow for LifeVantage, right? So if I get nothing else done in the day, I contacted 2 people, I got up and I made my bed. And that's pretty good. That can be really, really good, right? Some days you got makeup on, you're blooming, right? You remember to eat? I forgot to eat some days, right? That's a good thing. Have structure. And within that structure, I also really developed the importance of affirmations, okay? So the affirmations of when I start to spin, and I'm sharing this with you all because maybe what I learned can help you some way in your lives, right? And I learned as I would start to spin and I would feel like I couldn't get anything done, I wrote affirmations on my phone and I would read them to myself a couple times a day. And the very first one is, I am productive and I get things done. So it stops me in my tracks and I go, I am productive, I get things done, and I see something that needs to be done and I just go and I do it. And then I get back on track. So I get out of my head space, right? So that was huge for me. Another thing that was huge for me was Deb Erickson. You guys, we have such an amazing tool there provided to us by Marisa and Maria Williams. And jump on and listen to these and listen to her lives. I feel things happen in our lives for a reason, always. And I just happened to jump on to one of Deb Erickson's, I think it was a live or something that day, and she was talking about bandwidth. I don't know if anybody of you heard this one. This was a life changer for me. She talked about our brains have only so much bandwidth to control and make decisions in a day. And if we're using up that bandwidth, thinking about other people, thinking about our problems, thinking about other thoughts, when it comes to making a big decision, we're not there. And that was just huge for me. That's neuroscience. And she talked about how the CEO of Google wears the same clothes every day, or the same color of clothes, or eats the same breakfast, drives the same way to work, so that when he's there, he can make the right decisions. And he's got that brain to do it. I was spinning. I couldn't think beyond my own problems in some ways. And I felt so victimized. And to be able to understand that I was using my bandwidth up on something that wasn't productive for me, finally, it made sense to me when I could visualize like the computer and the bandwidth. So changing my thoughts so that I'm not wasting my thought power on something that isn't going to benefit me, rather than redirect and catch those thoughts, go, okay, there's that thought, let it go, right? And then bring in a new thought, because I'm productive and I get things done. And then I go back to my affirmations, which said other things as well. So I'd read my affirmations. So it puts your thoughts in focus. And honestly, that Deb Erickson is so good. And then reading some of the, the books out there, there's so many great ones, and just diving in. But I gotta say, Mel Robbins has really been talking to me lately. I don't know, it's Brené Brown also. I find these people can help in personal life and in business life. I want to tell you a funny story about one of my affirmations. So one of my affirmations, oh, and by the way, through this whole thing, one of my affirmations was, I'm not going to sweat money. I don't worry about money. Money's not an issue. And the craziest thing, since being on my own, I feel richer than I ever have. I have my horse in a barn, which cost me a fortune. I'm paying rent. I'm working full time, which is crazy again, but I have no money problems. And that's because I decided I was not going to, right? And so that is a stress I do not have. Now, the really cool thing is I have an affirmation that money comes easily to me and I willingly accept it, right? So the other day I'm walking my dog and I'm going past kind of this weedy area, and I look, and there's this $5 bill. That's a Canadian 5, by the way. I know it looks like Monopoly money. It's pretty blue. Can't remember who the guy is on the front. Anyway, all of a sudden in the weeds, there's a $5 bill. And I pick it up and I'm like, yes, this is going to be a great day. And I start to walk away with my dog, and my brain is going, and you got to listen to your whispers, everyone. They're there for a reason. And it's telling me, go back. There's more. Go back. There's more. And I walk and I'm like, I gotta go back. So I go back and I look, and I like step in these long thistles, and I'm looking and I'm looking, and I pull out a 20. Can you believe that? I pull out a 20. But then I'm looking at it and I'm like, something looks weird about this 20. And I'm reading it, and it looks very much like a Canadian 20. But on the other side, it says school money. So it must have blown out of from somebody's school, right? Or, they had it. So it's not a real 20. But the thing was, there was more. So, and my affirmations are right. And my spidey senses were right, and my whispers. So I've slightly changed my affirmation to real money comes to me and I accept it freely. Because as fun as it is to find fake money, I want real money. So I was just on cloud 9 for days, and I wanted to share this with you and the power of affirmations, because honestly, I had to go back. It was eating at me, and I did, and yeah. So real money comes to me, and I accept it, right? So it's so awesome when things in life are blossoming, and you get to find these little happies, and you get to just go with them. And I got to share that story with you, and I just, it helped me with the importance of affirmations. So what I want to share with you is also with these affirmations, and real money comes to you. And when you're spinning, if you're spinning, just stop yourself. Maybe you're spinning before you make a phone call or you follow up with somebody, and just stop yourself and remember your affirmations. I am brave and I can call anyone, or I am awesome and they want to hear what I am sharing, or I'm learning to be brave. Maybe that's too big. Maybe I'm learning to be brave and share this information with people, right? And it's so powerful in your soul, and I hope it's coming across, because right now I am just beaming. You guys give me so much joy, and being a part of this group lifts me up incredibly, and allowing me to speak. And yes, my story has changed tremendously, and I'm reworking on my why. I hope you guys have your whys, or your dreams. And it's okay if you don't fully. I don't anymore. I'm trying to figure out what it is. But I do know, because I've had to take a full-time job working with Nestle chocolate, I don't want to work full-time anymore. It interferes with my LifeVantage business. And I make 1/3 working full-time with Nestle, and the other 2/3 I make with LifeVantage, working on my own time. I am so out of balance where my time is going as per my income. It's insane, right? So I'm revitalized. Like Marisa said, these next few months are huge, and I'm making that change. And by June, I'm going to be in a whole different spot, because I've decided it. And for the first time, I've like really decided it. And anybody, I am here to help you all, because the only way we get somewhere is if by helping people. And it doesn't matter if you're upline, downline, sideline, crossline, cousins, it doesn't matter. We're all here to help each other. And what I've gone through, I believe this is why I've experienced as much as I have, and experienced the growth I have, is so that I can help someone else. So it was really important to me to share that with you today. How are we doing on time? We got 10 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Keep going. Keep going.
I came across a quote. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys about this too. I just decided I'm going to tell you. So I don't know how this came into my life, because things come in when we need them, right? And there's this app, and it's called Motivation, Motivation. And I was going to try to bring up the icon. It looks like two little quotes, like quotes, and it's free, and it sends, I don't even know how I set this up, you guys. That's the crazy thing about this, is it sends me messages throughout the day of just, and you can program it to what you want. So it can be whatever theme you're kind of looking for. So it sends me these random messages, and I read them. Like one that just came in. Oops, hang on here. It went to something else. One of the greatest gifts you can give to anyone is the gift of your attention. That just came in, right? You cannot change reality, but you can control the manner in which you look at it. So if you want to fly, you got to give up the shit that weighs you down, right? Okay, I'm quoting that. And another one that came up yesterday and I wrote down is, hustle until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Is that not like our Pro 10s, our Pro 9s, and our Pro 8s? Right? So just, put that in your backpack and carry that around for a while because that's really, really awesome. So that's an awesome app and it was free and it just keeps spitting them out at me.
What is the app?
It's called Motivation.
Motivation. Okay.
And I was trying to bring it up to show you, but it's just a black with two little quotes.
That's
And
beautiful.
I'm doing it for free. So
that's awesome. Freedom Guru is also
one.
free too. There's free things on Freedom Guru. There's
Oh.
also purchases, but that's awesome. Motivation, that's great.
And I don't even know how it found me. Here's another one. Be stronger than your excuses. Right? Every day is a second chance. These are coming at me all day long. And then I can go back and read them. Like, I love it. So that's another tool I've really loved.
We're good.
So when it comes back, I'm going to just swing back to structure because structure is so huge. What else I've also found is when we put structure in our business and we're treating it like a job, not like a hobby, that's structure, right? When we're assigning it certain times in the day, couple hours a day, whatever your time is, day, morning, night, Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, that's structure. And you have to be at your Life Vantage business at that time. And if you're having trouble finding that structure, go to the power hours. That is the most incredible tool. Because of my full-time position, I haven't been able to tune into as many as I would like, but there's your structure. There's your dedicated work time. There's your team to work with. And even if you're not doing necessarily everything that they're doing in the power hour, because I've done this where I haven't been able to follow what they're doing, it doesn't matter. I'm still working for that 1 hour with them, messaging people, sending messages or whatever, right? So use those power hours and you will feel such a sense of accomplishment afterwards. And that is going to power you through the rest of the day, through your follow-ups and back onto the next power hour. So it's an amazing, amazing tool that we have there to give us structure. Yeah, I can't say anything more about structure. That has been my big lesson this year, right? It will stop the spinning. It will increase the productivity. And when you increase productivity, you increase your bottom line. And you increase other people's bottom lines, right? So that's pretty much what I have to say about me today. But thanks for listening.
Wow. Well, Dani, you're really an incredible leader. And for those of you that are doing the ITT 25, the power hours are really important if you can be a part of them. It's a study halls, just support. And you actually really learn how to do the business by listening to other people and just even guiding you into add, tag, and message if you're doing that kind of thing. And third-party validation is a beautiful time to add the third-party validation. Yesterday, I've been trying for years to get a friend of mine on the products. And it took a scooter accident and a concussion and a horrible injury for her finally since June to connect with me yesterday. And you better believe I had a third-party validation lined up, and it was Sean Johnson. And I had Sean on. And because of that, I got a new customer order. So I have one order in for this month to make Performance Club. So I still, got a lot of the month left, right? But, I knew she appreciated so much that Sean got on that Zoom. And you guys, to be a network marketer, to be professional in this, you have to do third-party validation. It just won't happen. It won't. And to this day, I do it. Before we go, I just want to mention, Dani, if you want to talk about your beautiful friend, Patty, and have Patty introduce this to you, because there's her beautiful face. And we don't get to hear from you often, but we know how much you love Life Vantage and how much you support Life Vantage and support Dani and your team. So.
Sorry, did you want to hear from me or from Patty?
Well, say something to introduce Patty or whatever.
Oh, I would love to introduce Patty. Patty is my partner in crime. We're joined at the elbow. And I'll tell you guys, I would have not gotten through this past year, 2 years without Patty. She has been my absolute rock. I love her to the core. She makes me laugh. We have so much fun together, and she holds me when I cry. So Patty came to me with this after hearing it from her mom, who heard Sveta speaking at a health food store. And she's, for a month, she kept sending me emails saying, watch this news report. And I don't watch news as it is on a good day. Why would I watch repeated news? And finally, she made me watch it because she's like, I found your thing. I found your thing. You know, nothing professional about it at all, right? Just, I found your thing. I finally watched that news report, and that's when I realized I had seen it before. I had watched it twice in a row. I was on fire, and kind of the rest is history. Marisa and Sean Poe came into town, and we went and we met them. And I think you were a pro 4, Marisa, and Sean was a 7. And Sveta was there, and my mom and my dad and a couple other people, and that was it. But where's Patty? Are you gonna? I'm looking for Patty. There you are.
Oh,
what do you want to say, hon?
Awesome. This has been such a fantastic call. It's so nice to be see everybody and be on this call this morning and see everybody's smiling faces. Oh my gosh, yes, we started this 7 years ago, this journey, and I have watched my beautiful friend fly and do so well in this business, and we've enjoyed doing this together. There's nothing like having an accountability partner. And, you know, she's a pro 6, I'm a pro 5, and I'm so thrilled for her. And I see her being a pro 10 one day. One thing I'll tell you is I ebb and flow with this, but I never quit. And it's always on my mind. I'm always thinking about who I could share this with. And I don't maybe go as fast as other people, but I tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's journey is their journey. So please never beat yourself up. Think of your goals and work towards them, whatever they are. Don't give up on you. This is a beautiful company with beautiful people. Another reason why I've never quit is because of all of you amazing people. I love this family. It's so wonderful and so many uplifting people. It just fills our hearts. So this is a lifetime journey with LifeVantage, and and I'm so thrilled to be doing it with my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow. A very beautiful Patty. Thank you so much. And I miss you. I miss coming to Canada. I can't wait to be able to go back to Canada. And, I remember Dani saying, I need to be a pro 6, Marisa. I need to be a pro 6 when I was a pro 4. And I like winging it in Canada and not even really understanding what I'm doing. I had just I had just shared this with Sveta, and I barely knew her. So,
Thank you for doing that.
It's just amazing what can happen. So thanks, everybody. Remember, in Team Inspire Change, and I know one person, big difference, we have posted the new DMOs that you can walk, run, or fly. They are superb. If you should be able to find them on there in the units. I think it's unit 22. Just go to the units and scroll down. There's a lot of information there, and print those out. If you have any trouble, text me, reach out to me if you're not able to get it to work. But I did post a PDF as well, and I have the PDF in my email. So I'm there to help you. The Carrie Dickey call is now. So, Mondays just embrace as your office day, but also take action day. And by the way, we need someone to host the Power Hour today. If you have not hosted it, I would invite you to please speak up now. We are needing somebody for today and Saturday. So hopefully one of you beautiful people can say yes, and it's at 11 a.m. Pacific.
I can do it, Marisa.
Kathy, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. You might want to say something on the Telegram Power Hour group.
Okay. All right.
Tell them you can do it.
Thank
That'd be
you.
awesome. Okay, everybody. Dani, wow. And oh, last but not least, we forgot to tell everybody about Amy Homewood tonight. Is on Sveta and Dani and Canada's team call tonight. And that is also posted. If you just do, Sveta posted last week, and then I posted the actual hyperlink in the comments that has, and maybe Dani, you can make another post, a reminder for that call today on Team Inspire Change. And this is for you all as well. They've opened it up to everybody on Team Inspire Change. We want a lot of people on that call. And if you have prospects, if you have people that are open to the opportunity, this is a beautiful time for them to just experience the culture and how we do this business. It's beautiful third-party validation. So who can you find today? And I'll tell you what, if anybody has a guest on tonight, I'll put you in a raffle for a prize by the end of the week. Okay?
How
If you
fun
have a
is
guest on
that?
tonight,
Woo!
I'll put you in a raffle for a prize. I don't know what that is because I'm thinking just right now. Okay. But
What are we inviting them to? It's not a business overview, right?
No, it's just a training call.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
to show
Okay.
people,
Good. Just to know.
and a training call for Amy is a personal growth and development business
Okay.
connection. Look at me. She's already trying to invite somebody. I see it.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're inviting. All right.
What time is that, Marisa?
It's at 6 p.m. Mountain
5
time.
p.m.
And the
Pacific.
number, if you guys want to write down the link for Zoom, I'll give it to you, because this is our regular Monday night at 6 o'clock. You're always welcome to join in on other nights too.
Six
But
Mountain.
we've got celebrities tonight. 780-433-1234.
Perfect. And if you can just post that again today with maybe a picture of Amy, just a reminder, everybody, that would be great. Okay, Carrie Dickey call, get on it, you guys. This is what the fuel that gets you going. All right, love you all so much. Thank you for a beautiful call, Dani and Patty. Have a beautiful day, everybody.
Thanks for
Good luck
having
on
me.
you
Good to
and
see you
tonight.
all. Love ya.